He's pretty mentally weak in the ring. You know, as soon as things don't start going his way,
Yeah.
he starts to crumble, and things aren't going to go his way. So I think he's going to crumble.
Yeah.
Jake Paul was left stunned after seeing Gervonta Davis's intense sparring clips making rounds online. Instead of feeling intimidated, Jake expressed excitement, saying that he thrives on criticism and doubt. It adds more fire to every fight. He emphasized that his training remains relentless and his focus unshaken. With confidence, Jake declared that facing Tank Davis has been his goal for a long time, and now that the moment has finally arrived, he genuinely believes he has what it takes to defeat him.
Say the other person's gonna win. I like it.
So when
it makes it fun.
When he lay your boy out, you know what I mean?
He's my boy too. I love Mike.
I mean, Mike will move from this side to this side without you knowing exactly at which moment.
Showbiz the Adult fired back at critics who claimed that Gervonta Davis accepted the fight with Jake Paul solely for the money. He argued that the situation is far more complex than people realize. According to Jake, the fight contract includes a special knockout bonus, something that completely shifts the motivation behind this bout. If a massive reward is tied to a knockout, it means Tank will fight with full intensity, refusing to risk being the one lying on the canvas. This turns the fight into something much bigger than pride. It becomes a clash where both money and legacy are at stake. Showbiz further explained that many overlook the psychological side of this matchup. Tank is a deeply prideful fighter, and the mere thought of being knocked out by a YouTuber-turned-boxer is unimaginable to him. So when critics dismiss this as just a payday grab, they miss the underlying truth. There's a fierce competitive...
Guys told me that Gervonta Tank Davis is just taking this fight for a payday. He's just trying to get to the bag. Well, you got the fight itself, which is a payday, and you got a KO bonus on top of that, a big bonus. That's what Jake Paul said.
They're going to get a big, big bonus.
And they got a side bet of $2 million.
Let's make it two.
Y'all gonna shake on it?
Yeah.
Shake on it?
Jake, $1 million.
2 mil? 2 mil? 2 mil. Let's do 2 mil. Go get it, shake.
Oh, they're shaking left ear.
2 mil. There we go.
Oh my fuck.
Why not get the entire bag? Whenever I got good food on my plate, I clean the plate. There is no reason to bull jive. Hold on. Because I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals. Let me get all this together. I'm going to be playing some Marvel Rivals later. Hold on, let me get my blind. 2 sugars, no cream. And yes, no cream. Because I'm fired up today. I got on the scale today and I'm 209 pounds. Okay, you guys know that I'm on the fitness journey. I'm showing you guys my video journal. And I started at 217 pounds when I started all this 12 days ago. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing faint abs. Hold on, the faint abs. Woo! The faint abs! The faint abs! The faint abs! I'm telling you, it'll be back. I will be back. I want my Terminator shit. And when I'm done, I'm going to tell you guys my secret and exactly how I did it. I'm talking about step by step, everything. I'm going to be in great shape like I was. When I turned 45 and all the gray in the beard, I was just like, it ain't over, bro. It ain't over. Hold on. Let me. Ooh. Dr. Dope. Okay. All right. But listen, a lot of you guys calling this a fake fight and all this shit. I'm going to quote one of you in the war room. I forgot, one of my show business partners said, was it Justin Hill? I forgot who it was. You guys said, something like, and if I misquote you, I'm sorry, but it was dope. You said something like, if this is a fake fight, it definitely has real consequences. I keep telling you guys, man, if it goes on their real record or not, whatever it is, you know what you saw. It's just like Ryan Garcia versus Devin the American Dream Haney. Devin Haney is still undefeated, but we know what we saw. You cannot erase what we saw. If Jake Paul knocks out Tank Davis, there's some real circumstances. The shit goes viral, and I'm going to lose $10,000. Jake Paul isn't just going to win in this exhibition, but he's also going to get a knockout bonus and an extra $2 million.
Robert Garcia shared his thoughts on the situation with the perspective of a seasoned veteran. He stated that there's nothing inherently wrong with Gervonta "Tank" Davis taking a fight against Jake Paul. It's his career and ultimately his choice. However, Garcia believes the timing is what feels off. He pointed out that legends like Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, and Manny Pacquiao only turned to exhibition-style matches after they had already cemented their legacies with world titles and defining moments. In Garcia's view, Tank hasn't
contest before something like that, but I don't know. What's your just take on the whole thing?
I'm not very interested in it. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing, that's what everybody looks for. I think it's, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat them clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize, but then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making to fight, to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked him. I would do the same.
No one would say no to that, right?
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20, $30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. It's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care how many belts he won or who he fought.
Bernie Thaw, the outspoken boxer, offered a brutally honest take on the situation. He mocked those who claimed to be happy for Gervonta "Tank" Davis just because he's making money, saying they're completely missing the point. Tank isn't struggling financially. He's already one of the highest paid fighters of his era. Fans, Bernie argued, don't care about how much money a fighter earns. What they truly care about is competition. They follow boxing for the thrill, the skill, and the rivalries that define the sport, not for the size of a fighter's paycheck. Bernie pointed out that the real storyline boxing fans are watching isn't Tank versus Jake. It's what happens in the genuine competitive arena. He mentioned that if Lamont Roach manages to defeat Isaac
with Tank, and it's I kind of don't really care about the fight no more. It's starting to lose a little steam.
But I'm saying, if he stops Pitbull Cruz, right? Don't you think that people would want to see, Lamont and Tank more due to the fact that, Tank had a hard time with Pitbull?
No, I think people just want to see Tank versus Lamont because Lamont, he had a hard time with Lamont. It's just like Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. People just like controversy. People just like, you know what I'm saying? So people like to see finished business. They don't want to leave it unfinished, and that's what the intrigue is. They want people want to see finished business. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the intrigue of the fight. And it doesn't make no sense why they taking so fucking a fight. Everybody keeps saying that, Tank getting the money, but is we getting the fucking money? Is we bidding out for the fucking money? Is he gonna give us some of the money? Are we waiting on him to feed us any bit? No. I want what I want. Fuck that. I'm selfish. I'm a fan. I want to see the fucking fight. I don't want to see no fucking circus. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody saying, oh, he back, who gives a fuck? I hope he do get. He already rich as fuck. He already won 30 million in the last fight or something. He got more money than I'm ever gonna have. I don't give a fuck. I want to see the fights. I'm a fucking boxing fan. I want to see a fucking fight. I don't want to see no fucking farce. Fuck. Motherfucker count another motherfucker pockets. They all getting paid. These motherfuckers getting paid millions. Boy, we making how much? 60,000, 40,000 every motherfucking day. Going to work 9 hours a day and shit. And then coming home with Come on, waiting on income tax and shit like that to get some big bread. Come on, man. I'm talking about the average person.
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and join me for more awesome videos ahead.